Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. I hope everybody's doing great. It's a little rainy and weird outside, so I hope that you are taking your vitamin D, going for a walk, staying active. If you have a sunlight in your house, that's a great way to combat some of the doldrums of this time of year. It looks like maybe we're not going to get any sun again till the end of the week or the weekend, so stay active, eat good, eat something green, right, to keep our mood up and keep us feeling better. The reason I'm jumping on today is that next Tuesday night, I think that's the 26th, I'm doing a talk on female athletes. And what I'm going to try to do during that talk is go through the lifespan of a female athlete. So like starting from like maybe grade school, depending on the athlete, you see some young female gymnasts, that timeline, middle school where girls maybe really start playing volleyball or basketball, some of that kind of stuff, moving into high school, collegiate athletes, and then of course those of us who are getting a little older, how we stay fit and so forth and so on. In this talk, I'm going to try and cover a lot of ground. So we're going to be talking about the stats of female injuries. We're going to be talking about the rates at which women today are on antidepressants and other things. We're going to talk about how high impact sports impact women later on. So that's going to be super important. And just all types of athletes. So from your recreational athlete all the way up to your maybe Olympic level athletes, high-end CrossFit gamers, weightlifters, stuff like that, and how that's affecting us as females, and also what we can do about it. But one of the things that I'm going to be talking about, hey Jeanette, good to see you. One of the things I'm going to be talking about is the fitness to health curve. Now, those of you that have heard me speak in the past might be familiar with this. I've talked about this on and off throughout the years, back in the day. Some of you know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to go over it really, really quick, and then we're going to cover it much more thoroughly next Tuesday night. I'll also be throwing out some more blurbs over the next few days as I'm doing Facebook Lives leading up to next Tuesday night. But this health to fitness curve is super important, and it's something that a lot of people don't realize, right? So let's say we start out down here in the corner. Our fitness is fairly low. Our health is fairly low. We're not sick. We're not dying, whatever, but maybe we're just not the healthiest we could be, and maybe we're just not the fittest that we can be, and we're not living our life to its full potential. So what happens is we start to exercise, and our fitness level goes up, and our health goes up, right? So we see all of this goes up. But what happens is we hit a breaking point. And at some point here, our health, when we get really fit, right, when we get really good, our fitness level will actually go up. But what will happen is that we have an inverse curve starts to happen here, and our health actually starts to go down. For most of us, there's a sweet spot right in here somewhere. There's a sweet spot here, like I said, as the professional athlete. There's a sweet spot here for recreational athletes, moms on the go, so forth and so on, because we have to take all of those other considerations in, okay? We see this with, like I said, CrossFit gamers, weightlifters, triathletes, our iron people, iron women and iron men, right? We see this a lot. People with long distance cycling, runners, anything that we can do somewhat recreationally, but actually at a very high level, we're going to see this split off. We see this with Olympic athletes. Olympic athletes, it's going to sound kind of crazy, are actually can be very unhealthy. Their blood work is going to be messed up. They're going to have a lot of injuries and so forth and so on. And there's a lot of reasons for that, right? Like we talk about a lot here in the office, that gas versus brake pedal. When our foot is on the gas pedal all the time, and our sympathetic nervous system, our adrenal glands, they're always going, we're going to see this decline, even though maybe our fitness gets better, right? So there's a lot of factors in here. We have added outside stress. We can have peer pressure, again, depending on our age and where we are in the scholastic cycle. Life, spouse and kids, depending on, again, on where we are. We're going to have a decline, or excuse me, we're going to have grades. Our grades are going to come into play if we're a high school athlete, and of course our family, whatever's going on in our family. What we're going to see here is we may see an actual decline in health, right? We're going to see maybe some overtraining issues. We're going to see more injuries. We might just see more sickness, colds, coughs, allergies, asthmas, so forth and so on, maybe sleeping issues, stuff like that. We're going to eventually see a decline in performance. So at some point out here, our performance is actually going to go down as well. Again, depending, right? There's a huge spectrum here. And then especially for the ladies, we see this in the men, but we see this in the ladies more often. We're going to see a mood or issue or a depression issue. The stats on the female athletes on antidepressants is crazy. The stats are really high. We're going to be talking about that as well next Tuesday night. So please join in next Tuesday night. It is a free webinar right here on Facebook Live. Not a big deal. You can jump on. You can sit at home and watch. Hopefully we can help somebody. So like I said, we're going to be talking about the kids, the middle-aged kids, the adults, and then us older gals who are trying to stay fit and just trying to do the deal. All right? So you all have a great Tuesday. Think about this. Think about this health versus fitness curve. Where are you at on the curve? What would you like to do about it? All right? Have a great day. Get outside, move around. Peace out.